Today we're gonna stretch the body. Stretching is very good to promote blood circulation and relaxation. You can do this practice in your pajamas with wearing comfy socks if you like. And if you have a block and a blanket, just have them nearby. And let's begin. Find a comfortable seat. I like to sit on a block just to elevate the hips and let the blood flow through the legs as I sit. So find a long straight spine, hands resting on your legs, and start to roll the shoulders up, back and down. Keeping a soft gaze in front of you. Feeling the sensations in the shoulders. And then come back to center. Now bring your left hand, so opposite of what you see on the screen, behind your back. And maybe your left hand will hold the inside of your right elbow. And then drop right ear towards the right shoulder and close the eyes. So as you keep the chest lifted, let the neck on the left side of the neck to stretch deeply. As you move the shoulder away, the left shoulder away from the ear. Relaxing the jaw and the face. Breathing deeply in and out through the nose. And then gently bring your head back to center. Open the eyes. And we move to the other side, so release your hands, right hand behind your back. You can stay there or try to hold the inside of your left elbow as you drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Stretching now the right side of the neck. Eyes are closed and feel the sensations. Maybe you can notice if this side feels tighter or more open than the other. Breathe and stay with the sensations. And then gently open the eyes, come back to center, release your hands, and come on your hands and knees into tabletop position. So spread the fingers wide. I like to tuck the toes under, but you can also point the toes if that's more comfortable for you. And then a few rounds of cat and cow. So inhale to arch the spine, look forward, and imagine you're rolling the shoulders back, making space in the chest. And exhale, chin to chest and round. Inhale to arch, open up the chest, lift the tailbone up, and exhale to round and look at your belly button. And then you can close the eyes and do a few rounds on your own, synchronizing breath with movement. And do the last one. And then come back to center, open the eyes and come to sit on the floor. Extend your right leg out, so opposite of what you see on the screen, and left heel in. Take your block and place it in front of you and start to walk your hands forward, rounding the spine, and maybe the forehead touches the block. If you need maybe 2 blocks and bringing it a little bit higher, do that. Make your own structure in a way that you can rest the forehead on something. And then breathe deeply in and out through the nose, noticing the sensations happening at the back of the right leg, maybe the low back. And breathe through the sensations. Take one deep breath in. Exhale completely. And then start to walk your hands and your body over towards the right. So almost like you're trying to face your right leg. Bring the block with you. So it's a forward fold with a gentle twist. You can use your block, resting the block on the leg so the forehead still feels supported. And then close the eyes, a few deep breaths here, opening up and stretching the left side of the low back and the waist. At the end of the next exhale, press into your hands and lift up. And we do the other side. So extend the left leg out, right heel in. Bring your block or your blocks in front of you, long straight spine, and then start to walk your hands forward, allowing the spine to round and the forehead to rest on your block. And then close the eyes, long deep breathing through the nose. Allowing the back of the left leg to stretch. And the low back as well. The next time you exhale, start to move your body, your upper body and arms towards your left leg. So one arm on either side of the leg and the block resting on the leg. And then close the eyes. So adding a gentle twist. The next time you exhale, open the eyes, press into your hands, come all the way up, and then extend both legs, maybe just give them a rub as you find your way down on your yoga mat into a supported bridge. So bend the knees, feet are hip-width distance apart, and then lift the hips and place the block. So you choose the height of the block. I like the middle height underneath the sacrum. But if this is too much, you can just come to the lower height. And then arms, so allow your sacrum to rest on the block. Arms can be by your side with the palms facing up. Or if you want extra stretch in your chest, you come to cactus arms. So you bend the elbows and you bring the elbows at shoulder height. And then close the eyes and breathe here. Imagining that with every exhale, your sacrum sinks a little bit deeper into the block. Let the breath flow gently and naturally in and out through the nose. Your body completely surrendering down into the block and the floor. And then take a deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Open the eyes and press into your feet. Lift the hips. Remove the block on one side. Let the hips and the low back come back on the floor. And maybe you windshield wipers the knees right and left. And then place the right foot outside the left knee. reclined pigeon, or also called thread the needle. So if you feel a stretch already here, you can stay here. Otherwise, if you want more, you bring the legs towards the chest and you thread your arms in between the legs, interlacing behind the thigh or in front of the shin. And then close the eyes and imagine you're pushing the right knee forward while you're pulling the left thigh into the chest. So there is an opposition of action in the legs. Try to keep the head and the shoulders on the floor. If they're lifting off the floor, then use a folded blanket underneath the head and shoulders. And then stay here, breathing deeply in and out through the nose. And at the end of your next exhale, you release and we move to the other side. So left foot outside the right knee. You can stay here or you can bring your legs towards the chest and thread your arms between the legs, interlacing the fingers behind the right thigh or the shin. And then relax the shoulders, back of the head, pressing into the floor or a folded blanket. Slow, deep breaths in and out through the nose. And then after your next exhale, you can release the legs and extend them out into Shavasana. If you have a blanket, you can use the blanket to cover your whole body or just the belly and the hips. Arms by your side with the palms facing up. Shavasana, your final relaxation pose. Allow yourself to completely surrender down into the floor. Allowing the mind and the body to rest and to absorb the benefits of the practice. can stay here as long as you like. Sleep well.